Well, gracious greetings, Saints, D.Min family and guests. Welcome to another edition of Living Water for a Thirsty Thursday. Well, you can see I'm out at an airport. I'm actually in Nashville, and we've been talking about those top 5 challenges, struggles that we have in our life, and said, we're going to look at these top 5 and then put a little more emphasis on them. If someone had an issue, we talked about number 5 was jealousy. What would we say to a person that actually has some jealousy in their life? Have you ever been to the airport? When you get there, just like we're here at this gate B6, and they start off and they call out anybody that is first class, anyone that is priority. And, if you're not first class or you're not priority or whatever the case may be, you just keep on waiting, right? Not a big deal. But sometimes we get a little jealous. Sometimes we want to be that person that gets on the plane or has the different seats or gets fed the special meals, all those different things. Jealousy, yeah, it sneaks in to all of our lives. So what do you say to a person that's struggling with some jealousy? Well, one of the things you can share is the law of opposites. The law of opposites, when you kind of think about when you are jealous, what's kind of the opposite of jealousy? Perhaps it's contentment. And Paul talks about that so clearly when he talks in the Philippians, the 4th chapter, when he says, I have learned therewith to be content. And I think the operative word there is learned, that he, through experience, through a relationship with God, over time, multiple things happening where we learn being jealous isn't really going to get us there. But really, we talk about at St. Stephen, contentment is being cool with the course of the cross or Christ. Whatever God wants to do. We know the cross is all about death, and death is not something that we enjoy. But death, remember, is just a doorway. It's not a destination. It's a doorway onto continued life, everlasting life. And so when you're struggling with jealousy, tell somebody, hey, the law of opposites might help you. Think about some contentment. Don't think about necessarily what's missing. Think about what you have. Don't just think about the burdens. Think about the blessings. And also fight off comparison. Man, when you start doing comparisons with what you have versus what some others have, or what you don't have versus what others have, it can definitely impact you in a negative way. And so keeping things packaged in the right way within you, that God has blessed you with what you have, where you are, and to actually, lastly, be grateful for where other people are and what other people have. Celebrate others' success, right? That knowing that God is the one that makes all the pies, rather than having the one pie theory that for someone else to have means I cannot have. But there's more than one pie. We know the pie maker. Well, prayerfully, this has shined a little bit of light for you on the jealousy. We're going to continue to count down from those 5 that we spoke of. We'll deal with number 4 next week. Do you remember which one that is? Continue to make God proud. And all say thank you.